Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Uh, Finally been at home for a couple of days, which was oh, the light. Oh, that was creepy. Hold on. That's what I was trying to do. Uh, it's it's been a month, y'all. I'm so freaking tired. Let me say hi. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Hey, what's up, Niels? And book club, what's going on? What else do we have in here? Um, Loretta, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Completely off my normal schedule. Hey, Watchman, KP, what is going on? Johnny, Daryl, Ola, Glenn. Glenn, did it get really cold by you guys? Because it got chilly here. I'm wearing the jacket and everything. Hey, Lisa. And let's see. Can you guys all hear me all right? And hey, Tomcat. Green Thumb. Long time no see. 69 by 69. Hey, Tiger. Oh, Tiger's thing went away. Hey, Gorgor. Got a few of the Irishman. And hold on, Irish. Swore I sent you something. Give me just a second. Um, Hang on just a second. Jim, I just sent you the link, man. Crystal, welcome, welcome. And everyone doing good? I hope. Thank you, Loretta. I appreciate that. Uh well, so as you can tell tonight, I am outside in my yard. It's actually a nice night. I don't know, but you can't really see it with the dark. It's just really clear. Can see the stars and the airplanes going by pretty high. DevilDawg, I sent you a text, buddy. Let me know if you got it. And Tomcats World. Volcanoes are hitting Philippines, second day of big quakes. Yeah. There's a lot of that's what I'm looking for. There's a lot of stratigraphic and geological activity lately, which is definitely interesting. Um, and it just adds another level of challenge to what's going on. So, like I mentioned in my little airport live, hey, Water Tiger. Oh yeah, it's clear out here too. It's beautiful. Showing Walmart in Spokane, there has been completely shut down. Yeah, well, they had a stabbing at the Eiffel Tower and they're calling it, "Hey, Papa's, what's going on?" Hey, Neil, again, Neil, cop shot. Oh wait, I'm losing track of the chat. Sorry. Um, he went after people with a knife and a hammer because they can't. Getting a firearm's a little bit more challenging than getting household tools. So it's freezing on my mountain. Oh yeah, if you're in a mountain with this weather, yeah, it's cold. Mm. So hey, what's up, ancient cat? Homeboy should be dead by now, but lo and behold, he lives on. He's still a pain in the ass. He just got big and annoying. Um, but I try to bring him in. I'll force him in when it gets really cold, and I'll stick him in the garage. But I can't. Uh, yeah, he would have been shot in the south. Uh, but yeah, there's been that attack. There was the shooting at the airport in Tel Aviv. No big surprise there because they're fighting. But that's it, Nipley here. What's up, kitty cat? Why you screwing with me, man? I already fed you. Showing love. He's an old man too, like he's 14 years old. But I found this guy when he was just a little orange tabby. There was a dog was chasing him around the bush, and I ran the dog off and took the kitty. And lo and behold, he never left. So, dude, I'm doing here. You want to smell bourbon? Is that good? Oh, no, we didn't like that. Ugh. He just made a face and ran away. Actually, Johnny, there are mountains in Texas. There is, oh, what's it called? It is an 8,000 foot. It's not a mountain like the Rockies, but it's 8,000 feet. I think it's higher than, it's almost, or it's just a hair higher than Mount Marcy. in the Appalachian Trail. Because keep in mind, Texas is so big that the west part of Texas actually intersects the part of the Sierra Nevadas, part of the Davis Mountains, and the tail end of the Rockies. It's really geologically, it's super weird. Well, no, it's not a mountain like where you live. That's but considering I live in a flat desert looking thing, it's really not exciting. Ooh, let me say, Marco, what's going on? Yeah. So Glenn's not very far from me physically. We're a couple hours apart. I actually went through the mountains the other day. I went to that I have the video. I haven't posted it yet. Oh, it's that stupid Prada in the middle of the desert. Some rich guy made a Prada in the middle of the desert and then it got abandoned. Now it's like this tourist shrine. Uh but hey Oki, what's going on? That's a bump in the road. Yeah. It's not as high as like what you'd get in Appalachia or certainly not the Rockies. I've driven through there. I've never seen a truck emergency ramp, a runaway truck ramp until I went there. And I was thinking to myself, oh, that would suck to go up. It would work, it would be effective, but it would suck a lot. But hey, it's near Marathon. Yeah. I drove through that whole little loop through through the mountains, the Davis Mountains. And hey, Carpenter, what's going on? Hey, Ark, long time no see. So yeah, it's we did that little trip, and then I was at that corporate training class for a week, and I got to sit at dinners. I was sitting next to one of our corporate security guys from who covers the Middle East, and one of our IT guys is an IDF guy who's waiting to see if he's going to get the call, and just hearing from Glenn, I went past you, but it was late. It was getting late. The sun was going down. We blew through that. I might be in your neck of the woods a week from now. If I go down, I'll shoot you a text or an email. Um, oh yeah, and it's all gravel and stuff like that. Oh yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I seen the gravel. I'm like, yeah, you're not driving out of that. You're done. You become caca really quick. Hey, um, but I'll tell you what I'm noticing, man. Because of my job, and energy, and I'm an engineer, it's not uncommon your neighbors get transfers, right? The company's like, oh, we need person A over here and person C over there. And, folks pack up and they move. It's part of the gig. And we've done it plenty. But I'm seeing a lot of houses come on the market and it's pretty clear that wasn't planned. It's not a corporate thing. They're downsizing, changing. Um, it's a dump truck driver. Yeah, no. Well, the dump trucks, they're so heavy, man, they'll hit the bottom of the ramp and go, and that's pretty much where it'll be. But yeah, it's a slowdown. It's the interest rates, the payments. I'm watching a lot of people not making good decisions financially because they're panicking now. And it's like, good Lord. Um, I gotta tell you, part of my motivation is I'm getting a lot on the other platforms. I'm getting a lot of hits from younger folks, like the Gen Z crowd, and they're not stupid. They get it, and they're starting to freak out. They're like, "This is bad," you know. And I don't think, sadly, I don't think our educational system is teaching them all the historical perspective that they need to really understand, what they're getting into. Oh, they're going, hey, oops, good morning, good afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. I don't remember where you are, but yeah. Well, and that's where I'm going with this, Neil, is I don't think, no, I agree, book club. I don't think they teach any perspective. And so what I've wound up doing, I'm trying to make that extra effort, that extra time deliberately to talk to the young ones, the high school, college crowd. I'm a graduate student, part-time grad student at oh, I got to pay my tuition. That just reminded me. Company does pay for that though. That's neat. Um, and Watchmen, it would be an ugly gauntlet. Oh yeah, I've seen some of Glenn's blades. They're really phenomenal. But I was actually gonna see if they would let me use part of the campus. They have, this little open area, and just basically set up tents and a bunch of like outdoor gear, the jackery, the solar panels, and as under the guise of a equipment test. And I'm just gonna put out a sign and say, ask questions, come learn, and just see because when I do catch some of the younger crowd, at Target or wherever the Starbucks, wherever the hell I'm floating around at the time. Oh no, it didn't work? No, here, I'll do one better. Hold on. Um, oh shit, that's the wrong button. There. So DevilDawg, jump up here if you're where you can talk. No, no, women get drafted. And it's God, did that cat fart? Holy hell. He crop dusted me, asshole. He's just chilling now. But I'm trying to make the time to the quiet ninja. Oh, it's who I think it is. What's up, DevilDawg? Can you hear me?
Oh, I can
Hey,
hear you.
what you been up to, brother?
Working, doing projects, whole 9 yards. You caught me off guard a little bit. I wasn't expecting to come on here, so I'm sorry for
No,
the
that's
delay.
fine. No, no, that's good. I wasn't planning. I normally don't do a live stream on in the uh in the evenings, especially not a Sunday evening. And then it was like, oh hell's bells. So how you been, man? What's been going on?
No, like I said, just work is crazy, and then trying to fit everything in, with projects and just about, just that stuff in general. How about yourself? How's everybody in the chat? I
Been
can't see you anymore.
traveling. Let me see. Really, cat? Go on. Be gone. No, there's no. Get. Go. Screw off over there. Dog farts are definitely the worst. I was trying to get DevilDawg on here too, but I think he's. So, did you want to introduce yourself formally, just so anyone who hasn't seen you before knows who you are?
Okay, yeah, I'm some random stranger that Pete met on the streets, and I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm a prepper. I've been doing this for a little bit now. I just stuck my toe into the pond of YouTube. It's going slow because of my schedule, but I see a lot of people who are starting off in prepping that really don't know a ton of stuff, especially like survival and stuff like that. I belong to a couple groups, and that's basically what I'm doing. I try to help people out and with my
Yeah,
videos and in person, basically in a nutshell.
yeah, and honestly, I think we've got some guys who do a lot of analytics, and they're very high level guys. Prepper Now is phenomenal with that stuff. So is Jason, and then you have some that literally scare the crap out of people. And I don't know if you've noticed it. I've seen some younger folks in the chats, especially in the bigger channels, that they're starting to panic, and like people are trying to calm them down. Have you seen any of that?
Yeah, actually, in one of the groups that that I belong to, every time there's like a big event on the media, main platforms,
Mhm.
you start seeing the surge of people. Hey, I like to learn stuff, blah blah blah, and you can kind of see it as it goes. The
Yeah,
mayhem goes up, so does the members wanting to applaud and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely, I do see it. And I think we see it on the chats too. You kind
yeah,
of, you know. So I mean, I just heard this weekend one of our warships got into a little tussle with the Houthis.
yeah. So apparently they started firing not just at our ship, but they were firing at like a bunch of cargo ships that had nothing to do with anything. They're just like transiting, and that
W-
Navy ship had to defend themselves and the other ships.
Were they Israeli ships by any chance?
They didn't specify that they were. I think they were taking pot shots at everyone, just to start
No.
stuff. Thank you, Marco. Um,
Nice.
but I talked to my brother. He retired Navy, and he was out there, and he said about what are we now 2023, yeah, about 8 years ago he was on one of his last deployments, and they went past there, and the Houthis in Yemen took a bunch of pot shots at him. He said the only difference was while they were defending themselves and the other cargo ships in the area, a patrol boat went up the coast and figured out where the rockets came from and shelled the crap out of that spot. And then they sent a helicopter machine gun the area, and that was the end of that. They didn't shoot anything else for
Yeah.
about 6 months. Um,
Smart, smart. I just don't understand why people just can't get along, and you know,
no,
unfortunately, a lot of innocent people are just going to get pummeled because of this stuff. And
yeah,
thank you, Marco. I appreciate the name change. You
you're
saw the
welcome.
name change, right, Pete? The
No,
Quiet
hold
Ninja.
on. Yeah, I did see the Quiet Ninja. So I was going to ask you, is that a formal name change or
No, 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 no. I was at an event, and I woke up really early. I was going to stay and say goodbye to everybody, but I just said, you know what? I have a long trip, so I'm going to leave.
right?
And when I woke up, I was like a ninja. I disappeared. Nobody heard me. No dogs creaked or anything. So it was kind of funny. So that's the name they came up with me for me, the Quiet Ninja.
You should do a series on your channel where you literally dress like a ninja and put, you know, yeah, the Prepared Irishman presents the Quiet Ninja. And then you just do whatever you're
Nice.
doing.
We
That
had
would
a
be absolutely
we,
funny.
when we were at that event. It was a great event. My mother Sparks were talking about. I think the Virginia bushcrafter brought this up. Some story about some guy who was doing this, like using chainsaws and some funky equipment. And then the guy was saying, it's a modern bushcrafter. I'm a modern bushcrafter. Like, instead of like using a fire starter, you use gasoline or whatever. So we're thinking about coming up with a series like that, just to have
Modern
fun with them.
Bushcrafter. That'll almost be like, what was it? All American Prepper and XNYC imitating Canadian Prepper and someone else.
And you
I
know
don't know.
what?
They were doing a whole spoof. It was hilarious.
It was. I didn't realize that Canadian Prepper had a spoof on All American Prepper too. So I
Did he?
guess it's some type of yeah. I mean it's years from years ago. I guess it's some type of little battle they're having amongst each other.
I actually
But
think it's funny as shit. Like, I guess if they're all doing it in good fun, then I guess hell.
oh, hopefully, yeah. It's like if you can't take a joke,
Yeah, no
So
kidding. No, it's weird though, man. I was just before you hopped on, I was telling the audience, it's like, good grief, I'm seeing a lot of young families. We get transfers in my industry all the time where the company's like, hey, move to Dallas, move to Oklahoma, wherever. But there've been some that they're packing late at night and they're just gone. No for sale. Because normally, like if you're gonna sell your house, you call a realtor, or you fix up the house a bit, and then the sign goes up, and then you start moving. And it's not that. It's like folks just leaving, and it's sad. I don't think
where let me ask you a question. Where are they moving to? Do you know? Because we got a lot of people up here, and it seems like Tennessee is the place to be.
well, some of these are moving to move in with family, it sounds like they just can't, as an individual little family, they can't make it. They're struggling.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
And
everything's going up. Unfortunately, salaries aren't going up. So even with my job, which I don't really like to discuss on the air,
no, yeah, don't.
um, yeah, you see it. The economy's horrible. I've been with my job for 32, going on 33 years now, and it's probably the worst I've seen it. It's a
Yeah, it's
major
bad.
company too.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the same boat. Like, it's a big company, and I've seen a few downturns. You and I are about in the same generation group, so we've seen the economy tank a couple of times. But this one's weird because it's a very slow, painful roll down the toilet. It's not like, oh, there's like COVID was really abrupt. It was like wham. And this one's just like this slow thing, but it's affecting everything, not just, oh, energy took a dump, or automobiles, or the farming industry. It's everything.
Well, I think it's cumulative. When COVID first happened, my main concern was the economy because think about it. If everybody's not working, you
Yeah,
know, what's going to happen? So then you see the government stepping in and giving these bailouts. And at that point, my job is kind of affected with all that stuff. And we were killing it. Like there wasn't enough hours in the day to keep up with all the stuff. And unfortunately, when you're pumping out all that money,
mhm.
years down the road, you see the effects. And especially with our politicians, our leaders making these decisions and throwing money out there, our
Yeah,
dollars tanking.
yeah, it is. Well, you're overprinting the money, right?
Yeah.
So you make so many of them, they lose value. Hey, Skydive. And there are a few other people came in, Zombie, and I think Tomcat. Tomcat's in there. What is this? Green Thumb. We're barely building homes here in Canada. Homes in 72 with 22 million, says we did last year with 39 million. Oh, wow. See, that's crazy too. Are they building a lot of houses in your neck of the woods?
Actually, they are. Well, not houses, um, apartments, condos. I live in New York. I live on the island. I was just waiting for a response from you. Every time I say that to somebody, I get the oh, like you're gonna die, which
No, I
because
I
I live
grew
on.
up I grew up off the LIE.
Okay, so you understand. But when I talk
But
to
yeah,
like
I probably have driven past your hometown a few, or where you are, when I was younger.
probably, I think it was New York prepper I was talking to, and we were just chatting. And Greg, he's just
Poor
he's
guy.
just blunt. You're gonna die, dude. And he comes from Long Island originally when he was a little kid. So
Yeah.
they get a boat, get off there. So I was laughing, but yeah, they're building a lot of condos and stuff, especially near like the railroads and public transportation. And from what I'm thinking, it's that 15-minute or 45-minute smart city, whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
that it seems like they're real, they're calling it affordable housing or, because of the housing crunch. But it just seems like it's going in that direction.
Yeah, we're building everything, houses and apartments, which they were lacking here for the amount of activity we have and the number of people. But yeah, like there's certain bubbles. I think certain parts of the country are going to hurt more than others going forward. I think where you are, where I am, will probably hold okay. But then, oh, XNYC's in the house somewhere. Hey, there's the man. What's up, brother? But I got to tell you, it's sad seeing some of these kids. Cat, be gone. He's just being a butthole now. Um, he's going under the table and giving me a smack. It's like he's 500 years old. He shouldn't be moving that fast.
We just put up the Christmas tree and our cat's taking it down. So
Oh man,
I hear your pain. But
we didn't.
the other thing that's kind of interesting when you talk about the economy and housing, it's a little bit off the subject, but in New York City, they started and they're about to start the congestion pricing. So from
Congestion pricing.
basically, if you take a vehicle into New York City now from, I think it's 60th Street and down, you're going to get like basically a toll, a tax, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of people from the island commute in, whether it's car or the LIRR. The LIRR, a train service that goes in there,
Yeah.
it for like a monthly pass. It's I haven't taken it in years, but I'm thinking like $300 to $400, depending on exactly where you are. So now you're going to get hit either way. Your choices are you take the car in and you get hit that way, or
With the tolls and the gas and
yep,
everything.
and or you're going to take the train and they're going to hit you that way too,
Holy cow.
thus making it more unaffordable. People moving out, like you were saying.
Mhm. And it's tough to, for a lot of people, they just don't have an option to, pick up and find a new, hey, what's up, Tennessee? Man, he and I have like the most opposite schedules, and every blue moon I'll run on his one of his lives or he'll jump in mine. It's good to see you, man. But yeah, going to your comment, it's not everyone can like up and leave or start a new career, and so they're
No,
stuck. And I bet you that's gonna go. I wonder if there's like almost a psychological pressure on a lot of people now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much they're struggling with that they're gonna start behaving worse and worse, so it increases crime and drug use, which causes
well,
more problems.
well,
I feel like it's this spiral.
it's it's funny that you say that because now in New York City, and I'm using my state, it's probably all over, but because of um, the flow of immigrants coming up here now,
Yeah,
they're cutting education and they're
yeah,
cutting the cops.
uh,
So therefore, what you're saying, it all ties in. So crime is going up. It's unfortunate.
yeah,
And then you throw in like the legalization of marijuana. Not that I'm against it. If anybody's using it, it's cool or whatever. But I'm just saying, it's like it's just one more thing that when I'm driving, I
yeah,
think like 5, 10 times a day. I smell it. It's like wow. It's
yeah.
all over the place. Like you're driving. It's not cool. It's not good.
When you were in high school, did you read, oh, what was it, Brave New World?
I did
Or,
not.
or did they make you read 1984? Because the curriculums you had to read, there were certain books like uh, To Kill a Mockingbird, or you know what I mean? Like,
To Kill a Mockingbird, I remember those two. I don't. I haven't read
okay.
them.
So I didn't read To Kill a Mockingbird. I read that like a year ago. Like I finally bought it
Okay.
and read it. But I read 1984, and that was I'm sorry, Brave New World, and it was kind of like where the government basically took over everything, a world government, and people were given this thing called soma, which was like a pill, and it just made them stoned. And whenever they were stressed, they would just take a pill. And this dude wrote this back in the 40s when Orwell wrote 1984, and the two authors were friends. And I'm like, that's what we have now. Every problem, we don't teach people how to deal with stress, how to think. It's just, "Oh, I'm stressed out, give me a pill."
Yeah.
And,
It's
and
amazing how a lot of these books slash movies um, that we saw way back in the day,
oof,
you look now, it's like, wow, it's kind of sort of like coming into place.
yeah. Hey, Tennessee, if you wanna jump on, man, I think I put the link on there, but, I'd love to hear what because he just said oh, you had a Clockwork Orange. I read that one, but I don't remember a lot of it because I was being a clown. I actually bought Animal Farm, 1984, and Brave New World, and read them over the last couple of years. Because I was like, "Man, that book was good, but I don't remember it." So, well, was it predictive programming or maybe a warning? Like, "Hey, take care of Tomcat, be safe." You know? Because I remember both guys, Huxley and Orwell, were like, "If we're not careful, this is where the world will go." And people thought they were paranoid, but, you got the New York, the damn governor said they're gonna make the COVID camp law after all. I thought I got shot down.
Well, in our state, it's everything's Democrats. It's ironic because when you looked at the map, as far as voting wise,
Hmm.
they had a map, and except for New York City and the boroughs,
Hmm.
and maybe a little bit of upstate New York, it's all red. But since the population is so dense in the boroughs in Manhattan, it's
Yeah.
really whatever they want. We're kind of like at their mercy. So, but everybody votes Democrat. So, they can pass along anything they want,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So,
And Oki, I would read it when you get a chance. It's an amazingly good book. Now, 1984 is really dark, right? We've all seen the videos and images. If those who haven't read the book, this other one, so Orwell thought it would be like totalitarian, whereas the way Huxley saw it, he said they won't be totalitarian because when you attack people in the streets, they rebel. So instead, they're going to make them stoned, distract them with entertainment and video screens, and feed them too much and keep them drugged, and then they'll obey because they're stupid. And I think what he thought is really what's happening. I mean, are you seeing that?
oh,
Like you
absolutely.
just
I
said,
think too.
rampant drugs.
I yes, for sure. But I also think too, whenever they want to pass an agenda or whatever, they do it over time. They do it slowly. They get you used to the idea, and then all of a sudden, it's here. I know with the like with the guns, it's the
Hmm.
verbiage. The new verbiage now for the last couple of months, and I don't know if we talked recently and talked about it, was semi-automatics. We got to get rid of semi-automatics, and most people don't realize that pretty much every weapon is semi-automatic.
A revolver
They
is a semi-automatic, technically.
There you go. I mean, I'm thinking, well, I was going to give that the exception. That pump action, maybe, a couple others, but when you watch them sling the verbiage, fair and reasonable laws, this, that, and the other thing, they make it seem like, come on, guys, what are you doing? But then when you actually see what they're passing out there, it's like, this is ridiculous, and that's everything. Every single law, it seems like they're doing that with.
Hmm.
So,
And it's funny because Texas, they just passed a law, the suppressor law, saying that if because the feds have interstate travel. Here was the technicality. I read this, it blew my mind. So in Texas, I can open a restaurant and only serve Texas wine or beer. And we have breweries and we have a whole winery country just north of me. Um, as long as my bottle wasn't across state lines, I don't need to go to the ATF, only the state because it's within the state borders. And they just passed a law saying if a suppressor is made in the state of Texas and does not leave the state of Texas, then a Texas resident can legally have that suppressor, uh, as long as they are otherwise legally allowed to own a gun. They're not a felon or something. And then the next law they passed 2 days later was if a federal agent denies a Texas citizen their lawful right without due process, the Texas Rangers will arrest the federal agent. And it's already happened. They've tasered an ATF guy in another city.
I mean, I think with it
It's
when it comes to
crazy.
that stuff, they're just so willing to let's get it on the books. Let's get it on the books.
Mhm.
I mean, there's been a dozen laws up here. Um, that all right. Remember the shooting upstate New York where the guy had the bulletproof vest?
Yeah.
Okay, so they passed that law and they passed it quickly. But one, when they passed it, um, they had to amend it. One, it applied to cops, which they didn't want. They wanted the cops to have them. Okay. And then the other thing was it was first they were trying to go after the steel plates,
Yeah.
but it applied only to the soft body armor. So they had to go back and change it again with that. So it's kind of amazing. They was in such a hurry. I mean, look, I don't agree with the law, but if that's what you're gonna do, take your time, write it out well. But no, let's get it on the books. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's vote it in. So it's our politicians pretty much suck, you know?
Yeah. It's weird. And it's funny because my son-in-law, he's from New York, and he came down here. He's a doctor, smart, one of the smartest dudes. I mean, I hang out with smart people all the time, but this kid's got to be one of the smartest people I've met, and and a good person. You know what I mean? Respectful to women and families and all that good stuff. And he's been down here, so I bought him. You know, he got his Texas license, bought a house, and I bought him his first shotgun, and
Okay.
he was so excited about that. He's like, "I've never owned a long gun. I couldn't buy this in New York." And then he went to visit his family and came back. Uh-oh, we lost my friend there. Bummer. Uh, no, it shall not be infringed. So, which is funny because I just ordered protective gear, so to say, here in Texas, and like nobody cares. We've gone to shoots. Oh, hopefully he can jump back on. I think he just disconnected. And my wires everywhere and the cat's being a douche. Go away, cat. Go. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Persistent little shit. Uh but yeah, I think he got killed there. His live stream went down the toilet. New York State may have banned our friend. But yeah, disappeared like a silent ninja. Actually, that's even funnier. We need to That's just fun. So anyway, folks, hopefully he can make his way back on. But you're hearing what he's seeing, and we're on opposite ends of the country. We're all seeing it. Now's a great time to, you see someone who's willing to have a respectful conversation and learn. Really? That's crazy. Hiss at it. No, because he'll come and fart. Like he's a demented cat. Now he's sitting there judging me. Um, but if there were young folks are willing to like learn something, I don't know, I'm gonna hit. He just looked at me like, whatever, dude. He's like I said, he's ancient. Like all the mischief I could have done to him or he could have done to me has already been done. So I thought Silent Ninja was the cat. No, that was actually the prepared Irishman, but that's his nickname, Silent Ninja. Uh, take some time to teach folks. And there's a way to teach people without being crazy about it or seeming crazy. If we're all talking, what group of us got together, we could pretty much just be unfiltered. But folks who are not understanding or they're just now realizing things are bad and they don't know what to do, um, you can kind of freak them out more. Uh, what I've been doing is, for instance, I'll see young coworkers say at the store they're buying groceries with the family, and I'll be like, you know what? You should get a food saver. Well, what's that? Well, that's oh, there he is. He's back. Uh, hey, man.
See, now you see me, now you don't.
No, you don't. You know what? The first thing Marco put was he disappeared like a silent ninja.
I had to do that once for him. Um,
Oh man,
yeah, that was Hokel at the door. She wanted to ask me a few questions. She wasn't
Hokel.
happy with the live stream.
God. Well, didn't she say was it her? Or was it the congressional people wanted to anybody who's liked, shared, or interacted with Donald Trump's uh things shit on Twitter/X, they wanted to know who they were.
I think I heard something about that. I'm not
It's like,
sure though.
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Elon Musk. They wanted a list of pretty much of anybody who interacted with Trump. Yeah, you're right. I did hear about that.
yeah. I think Elon bought Twitter purely to agitate people because he could.
He's doing a good job. I mean, we do need a platform or two where we can speak freely because, like right now, when you go on any of these YouTube, I mean, I haven't had the problem because my channel is really small, but you don't, you can't say what you want to say. I always laugh when I hear other live streamers and they can't say,
Mm.
Mr. 19 or Grandpa Ice Cream or whoever. It's like it's really weird for me. Why can't we say his name? You know?
It's silly. There's a gal I try to catch her videos. Oh God, what's her name? Squirrel Tribe. Have you seen her?
Okay.
And,
No.
and she's a blonde gal, real tall, and she has absolutely no filter. Like it's like listening to the girls in my family. Just she's blonde, not a brunette. That's it. And she said something. She was talking about the Rona, and she's like, "Yeah, well, the disease that shall not be named." And then she rolls her eyes like it's like
That's
Harry
awesome.
Potter. They shall not
Yep.
name Voldemort. What the hell?
Exactly. Exactly. It is funny. It's like, and think about that. When we're about the same age, Pete. So like when we were kids,
Mhm.
right? You're in your 50s.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were a kid, we used to watch these movies about Russia and
Oh
how they
yeah.
censored the people. Now, look
It's
what's
here.
happening now. Yeah. Kind
Yeah,
of,
it's
sort of.
here. Yeah, like
So
to us, Red Dawn was real because like there was still the chance that some Russian bomber would come over and whack us on the head, especially living near New York City.
I know everybody picks on us. Kind of get a little sensitive. Like, why can't they pick on another state like California or something like that? You know?
Yeah, no, I know. So it's basically LA and New York get all the caca.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they had what was that freaking movie? It was a series called Colony where aliens invade and they like capture cities and they actually attack Dallas. And then apparently the resistance was so bad they destroyed the city.
What movie was this?
It's a TV series
Oh,
or online series. It's called Colony, not The
okay.
Colony. It's different, just Colony. And it has that long-haired dude from the movie Survivor or Lost, the show
Oh,
Lost. That
okay.
same dude. Um,
Yeah.
but what's interesting that one of the things I love talking about books and movies and whatnot. One of the things I loved about that is at the beginning, right before the bad guys even show up, they start having incidents of, oh, this politician was found dead. This professor disappeared. Oh, DevilDawg showed up. Hey, Devil. Submarine.
How you guys
Hey,
doing?
what's going
You guys
on?
met each other?
Oh yeah.
Yes, actually, we did. We
Okay.
did.
Good
So
deal. We have a whole party here. I wasn't sure if DevilDawg was working. Oh, you were working tonight, no?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm at work until 6 a.m.
that
Oof.
sucks.
All right. Well, if you have to drop off, man, just do your thing. We totally
When you
get
when
it.
you when you mentioned the movie, I was thinking that really obscure movie, When Mars Attacks.
Oh God, that was as bad as Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. And
That
I'm
was supposed to
dating
be a tax
myself with that.
write-off.
Really? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was a tax
No,
write-off?
no, no, no. The When Mars Attacks. All those celebrities were in there. They're supposed to like bomb so they could write
No.
it off on their taxes and
And it
stuff like that.
became a
Supposedly.
cult hit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love the ending. Like they get rid of the aliens from playing country like yodeling music or something.
Yeah,
So heads exploding all over the
that's
place.
that's just funny. Hold
Where
on,
did
I think I
DevilDawg go?
found the for those of you who want to. Oh, it's
He's on. His camera's off.
hold on.
I think I heard him.
Oh no, there he came back. There he is.
There we go.
There you go.
But yeah. Oh, to Oki, it's just called Colony. And I was looking up the actor, but now I closed the window by accident. It's on USA Network, allegedly. Let me see if I can find a link. No. But anyway, it's I found it interesting that the first thing that happened before any invasion was politicians, police captains, there was a talk show host, important people started disappearing. And then certain federal agents disappeared, but not others. And it turns out it was like people in the government were already corrupted by this invading entity, and they were actually targeting people who would resist or speak up or and I'm like, "Man," and, I'm thinking of them wanting to get all the names from Twitter and YouTube, and it's like,
If you guys don't see me anymore, you know what happened. I don't think I'm high on the list though. I think you
no,
would be before me, Pete. So
probably. They'll be like, "Yeah, he plays with heavy equipment and things that blow up, so we want him. We wanna talk with him first." But, DevilDawg, how you been, man? What's the world been doing for you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just working. So
There you go, doing the work thing.
yeah, it's been crazy. So we had a outage here at work, and I pretty much worked 3 weeks straight. Had a couple days off, but 12-hour shifts. So it's been rough. And then trying to get back into the swing of things with my preparedness and whatnot. So
My skydive, we're all on the list, just different levels of list.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you put in a lot of hours, huh?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too, and it kills you. I mean, even mentally, it kind of drains you. You
Oh, yeah.
know, look, when I went to my mother's Sparks event, I drove down there with like 2 hours worth of sleep. You know,
Oh wow.
after work, so it's like,
Oh,
yeah. So that's most of the time when I do stuff, it's like I can't wait. I got a couple more years, and I could retire at least from this job, and I can live life like a normal 9 to 5 life. Where I could wake up and kind of be fresh and do stuff. Which, from what you're saying, DevilDawg, you probably can relate to.
Yeah. I got a few years till retirement though.
yeah, I still got a few. But then again, like, my boss lets me do clay shoots as part of my job because part of it's, like, public relations for the company. So they're like, "Yeah, there's this charity event. Go get some of our clients and affiliates," and so, I get to do that stuff. So I can't whine too much because 'cause I'm like, "Yeah, they paid for me to be an idiot and go screw off." So,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
potted little, potty mouth Faith. I lost track of the chat.
I need to find a job
Somebody
like that, Pete.
Hey, man, you come down here, you probably have a blast. I'll just put you as a consultant and,
There you
uh,
go.
How
stick
is
you
it
in one
down
of
in
the team.
Texas? How's the quality
Like,
of life? I mean, you're a New Yorker. How would you compare the
I'll
two?
tell you what, honestly, I'm gonna use my son-in-law's, phrase, the people are nice. It reminds me actually of not being in New York City, but out in the island or upstate where people were like, you said good morning, they'd say good morning to you, like, it's just like little civilized society.
You haven't been
Um,
out here in a while. I can
it's
tell.
been, years since I've been
Yeah,
out there. Um,
yeah. I've
but
noticed that when I went away to like certain events and stuff,
Mhm.
you see it with the people. It's like they're so much nicer. They drive better. Just everything.
No, out here they drive like lunatics. That's the one bad thing in Texas, apparently. It's so the speed limit coming from El Paso through the mountains was 80. I'm in my wife's SUV and I'm doing 85. I'm kind of cruising. And this guy in a 250 blew past me like I was parked on a
We get
straight.
that out here too.
We've been doing 130. I mean, that thing, it went by so fast that the SUV went "Wah," from that air pressure as he blew past me. Um, but it's unique here because Texas has solar, oil and gas, and wind. We got ranches. We're between Louisiana, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. So, and then Mexico's south. So all our produce, our seafoods, like the supply chain for Texas is super short compared to like you guys trying to get Gulf shrimp and it has to go like across the country, or you want to get beef and it has to go across the country. There's meat shops here that are affiliated with the ranches. Have you guys seen Yellowstone at all, that
Yeah,
series? The
Yeah.
the young guy who goes south, the 4 Sixes Ranch is literally 2 hours from here.
Oh wow.
So, you have all this fresh food and produce. They're trying to pass a law allowing people in a subdivision, if you're in an HOA that's not a ranch HOA, to have up to certain amounts of animals or small crops so that people can homestead even in a subdivision.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool.
Right. So
I
they
mean,
say like if you have less than a quarter acre, you can have up to 4 chickens or something like that. I don't know what they're thinking, but something like that.
we do have farms, probably not like you guys, but I know a lot of guys locally, they'll go out like upstate and buy like, half a cow and
Mhm.
just put it in their freezer and stuff like that. And I haven't gotten into that because my freezer's pretty much full. I got to kind of eat some stuff in there, but it's nice because when you buy stuff in the supermarket, there's so much crap they put in it. That's nice to get it right from the source and kind of
Yeah.
avoid all that stuff, So
Yeah. That's something we used to do in my old neighborhood. Is, one of the guys would be like, you'd text a bunch of friends and be like, hey, I'm going to go hit the farms outside of Houston. Anyone want to go in on a steer, or a beef we'd say a beef, 1 cow or a pig. And that's a boatload of meat. Like you have no
Mhm.
idea. It's insane. And you usually get 3 or 4 guys who'll be like, hey, I'm in. So usually like if you and I were doing it, the two of us would take my pickup, we'd throw, and all 3 of us would have coolers, right? And we just make a road trip of it, right? We go there the night before, have some beers, eat a burger, get up in the morning, hit the ranch. They'd load us up, throw ice on it, and haul back
Now,
home.
do they butcher it for you, or do you have to get
Oh
it
yeah,
butchered?
it's already
Okay.
packaged, sealed.
Same here. Okay.
Yeah, it's really, so it's not like you're picking it out of the shelf and you have to self wrap or anything. No, it's already, you
That's
just,
what I do.
Okay.
So I
Any
go into the buddy. I go into the buddy. I get half a steer. He gets the other half. I get a half a pig. He gets the other half. So every year we do that.
it's a good way. I mean, how, if you don't mind me asking, like, how's the prices? Are they good, reasonable compared to the supermarket, or?
So I know with mine here in Ohio, and I know the farm that it comes from. I actually went out and seen where the beef was raised at, and seen how they're raised. So, and then I know right where the butcher's at too. So, yeah, it averaged, I think it was like 325, 330 a pound. So
Okay.
my half was right around 1200 bucks.
Okay.
But
I mean,
yeah,
it's not bad.
it's great quality. I mean, you're getting T-bone steaks, porterhouse steaks, Delmonico's.
Oh
You're
yeah.
getting roast. You're getting hamburger. I mean, I don't know what it's like in your area, but I know like
expensive.
at Costco, hamburger at Costco just went up. It's $4.19 a pound now. So, um, but this stuff, it don't have the fillers in it.
Hmm.
It's pure beef. So
No pink slime in your burgers.
no,
Yeah,
nope.
that's good. That's good. I mean, you
No.
don't real. When we were growing up, there was some health consciousness, but not like it is now. So now
Yeah.
you know more about, like, and I think that's why we're sicker too, because all the stuff they put in our food.
Oh, I
When you
agree.
look at Europe,
100%.
in Europe, they ban half the stuff we have here. So it's nice to get stuff from the farms and kind of avoid all that stuff.
Most definitely. And I've noticed in my area, like I'm trying to find a place to get chicken because I went to our grocery store and the quality of the chicken has just greatly went downhill. You get a family pack of chicken breast and the first 2 pieces that you can see before you buy it looks perfect. And then they have all the wrapping and everything on the other side and you open it up and it's just the amount of fat and the amount of water that's in it. They do that because of weight. They used to trim all that stuff up, and now they're just throwing it in there and charging you for it. So Not to mention the antibiotics and all that kind of stuff that the growth hormones are putting in these chickens to get them to the butcher shop quicker. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's not good for us.
No,
No.
no, and I think, for those of you who live in Texas, there's this chain called HEB. I think it's literally Texas and a few in Louisiana, and that's it. But they source everything within the border, within one border. So either Oklahoma, Texas, Mexico, Louisiana, or New Mexico. So, they have their beef is almost ranch fresh. And, I'll go there, and then we have the meat market, right, which is affiliated with the ranches. And then I'll go to like Walmart, and I'm like, this chicken meat looks like butt. It looks so pale and sad. And then you go and get the real, like, chicken breast from the other places, and it's like you can taste the difference. Like, even the eggs, you get them from the farms, and then you get those sad eggs at Walmart, and I've cracked one in each pan. I should do a video on that, and just side by side, and I'm like, wow, that's like completely different.
Well, the other good thing is when you're buying your beef from, from the local farmer or whoever, if something goes wrong, like, during COVID, there was
Oh,
shortages all over the place. And when it first happened, they were saying they're going to shut down the country. What did everybody do? They ran to the stores. Everything was gone. If you have a local farmer that you have a relationship with, you can bypass all that stuff and grab
mhm,
some good stuff. So
Oh,
it's a great
the
idea on that
butcher
thing.
shops. Yeah, the butcher shops in my area were just so packed. I mean, they had I think like a 2 year wait list because of the amount of beef going in to be slaughtered because that many people were ordering quarters or halves of beef or whole cows. Um, they couldn't get it in, So um, it was crazy. It's starting to slow down now, but still they're pretty well stocked with appointments on getting beef in there. People I think are starting to wake up on that aspect.
mhm. Well,
Well,
having those relationships is a prep too, right? Because if you know a way to shorten your supply chain so you're not getting something from California that makes 8 stops to get to you, you're getting it like 1 stop, 2 stops away, uh,
Mm-hmm.
you're at less risk,
sure, absolutely.
Dude, this
That's
cat
why,
just came over and smacked me.
and when you're part of a group or you have that network,
Yeah.
I could say, hey, Pete, I'm having a problem. Do
Mhm,
you have any, if you're close by, like you got any friends that can help me out or this, that, and the other thing. So it's good to, be part of a network and kind of talk to other people so you can get like produce. And that's what we do here. Like I know guys that do, who have contacts with the farmers upstate. We have guys out east that are a part of the local farms. So, between those two things, something happens, make a phone call, you get a lot of stuff. And,
mhm.
along with your other preps, hopefully that will get you by a situation.
Yeah. Well,
I just seen one of the comments on there talking about killing the chickens because of bird flu. We have a humongous chicken farm, probably about an hour away from me, and they killed I think 3 million birds this last year. And my one of my family members actually works at that place, and she doesn't know how anything. You have to shower in to get in, and then you put on their clothes, so there's no cross contamination. So how something like that got into that facility,
mhm.
I don't understand it. So I don't know if it was just I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't I'm not sure. I don't understand how that. I should ask my daughter since she's a veterinary biologist. She could probably explain how chickens that are in an enclosed area get the bird flu from a bird that's outside the enclosed area.
Yeah.
But during the Rona, my daughter was trying to find 9 millimeter in the city and one of the cities here in Houston, and this gun store wanted something ridiculous, like the little 20 box. They wanted $80 a box, and I'm like, "Oh, hell no." So
Nope.
I went out into the country. There's a hunting place out here, and I got a case, and basically it came down to about $20 a box. It was cheaper for me to get 3 or 4 boxes and then pack them and bring them to UPS, who will ship them, and, do the label, pay for the special label and everything, and send it to them, and we still, as a family, saved, like, $50 for what she was trying to get.
Uh,
S So, having people not immediately in your area, where, like, you're where you and I are far apart, but you can say, "Hey, I'm looking for this widget, and I can't find it here. Everyone's bought them out. I can start looking here." Right? Because we may not have demand for it here. So,
yeah.
I've said it before. I think we have our own little online mag. People trading notes. What did he say? My chickens run free on my property. So do my ducks. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what, driving around, I love, because I've hit in the last 3 months, Dallas, Houston, Austin, El Paso. I've hit a bunch of cities, like made a triangle of Texas. And it's cool going to another city and you're like, oh, the dog food I buy here is, 25% less. So I'll buy one of those, throw it in the truck. I'm like, that's coming back with me. Have you done any of that where while you're traveling, you start price comparing?
Yeah, I've obviously every time I go anywhere, I check out their prices to see where they're at, plus the availability. So and there's been a couple times where I've found a few things. As a matter of fact, I went to a wedding earlier this year, and we stopped at a World King, and the closest World King we have around here is it's like a family farm and fleet kind of store. You can get a bunch of stuff for the farm there. But anyways, they had some items I was looking for. They had a clearance sale on it, and I picked up, I don't know, probably 15, 20 different sized tarps. They're $5 a piece. So I went to the one on the way back, stopped at the one closest to my house, and they weren't on sale there at that one. So pretty good score there.
See, and that's, if you're already there for some other reason,
Hmm.
my wife and I are to the point we always set aside like an hour or two to just like, let's go hit whatever it is we need. Sam's, Costco, Walmart, PetSmart, or we'll find some farmers market and see what they have there. Are they having farmers market in your area? Are they pretty consistent?
They're pretty much closed for the season now since winter time. But uh, you're talking about like the fruit stands and everything.
Yeah, well, the fruit stands where they have like people who make candles, honey, like all the crafty stuff and tents that kind of take over a street.
Yeah, they have them throughout the year. Now I guess since it's getting colder now, they have them indoors, the craft shows and stuff. You can get all that kind of stuff.
Hold on a second. I'm somebody tried to, was trying to get MMS up here, and Faith is there, but they won't let me click. It's not playing nicely. Hold on, give me a second there, Faith. And let me see. Hello?
Okay. Hi.
Hey, Faith.
Huh? Mhm.
Can you hear us? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Okay, it looks like we're having an audio issue there.
Hey Pete, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. You got some other people coming up here, so
No,
I
no
appreciate
worries.
the invite. So
And no, yeah, this was totally out of schedule. I caught everyone at work or traveling or going to bed. So,
gotcha.
but
But I appreciate it. Everybody stay safe.
you guys be good. Yeah, now I'm having issues out here with my Wi-Fi for some reason. So, well, what I'm gonna do every so often, I'm gonna try to do a try to do. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Well, what I'm gonna do every so often, I'm gonna try to do a.
Oh, geez, this goes the neighborhood.
I'm telling you. Okay. Oh, 2 people dropped and 1 came on. I have no idea what's going on right now. Hey, what's going on, lady?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you. I have no idea what's going on right now. Hey, what's going on, lady?
I am. Can you hear me okay? Oh, why is that so loud? I just like delayed. That was weird. I have an echo.
Yeah, you have a microphone on somewhere in there?
There. I think I fixed it. Better?
Did you get it?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you. How you doing?
Shut up, ninja.
Do you have a Snickers bar over there by any chance?
Do I have a what?
Snickers bar.
No.
What's
I
wrong?
don't eat Snickers anymore. They have bioengineered ingredients.
Oh no.
I'm recovering. I have not been feeling well.
Oh,
Yeah.
As you can tell, I look rough, but that's okay. I haven't been on YouTube hardly at all. I haven't been in live streams. I haven't been moderating. I haven't done anything. I just
You got that Chinese flu or whatever they have over there?
no,
That all right.
no, I don't. It's something else that I'm not going to get into on the
Gotcha.
live, but
Gotcha.
I'm alive.
that's a good thing.
That's a start.
Depends who you ask.
Okay, you got a 5x5 from our friend XNYC as well.
Thank you, Ralph. So what
What
I'm
happened?
saying is we have a butcher shop here that we go to that's not far from us that still has really good prices, and you can pick your cuts of meat, and it's really much better. But we did get a DevilDawg was saying, we got a family pack of chicken here from the grocery store not too long ago, and he's right. The first couple pieces looked like normal chunks of chicken breast, and then everything
Right.
under it looked like chicken tenders. It was just not even a whole breast. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's the quality of a lot of the food is just awful lately.
Yes, yes, indeed. So
So
Is that better, Rabbit? He told me to turn my mic down.
yeah, I've been arguing
DevilDawg,
with.
I did get your email. I haven't responded yet. I've actually gotten quite a few messages today I haven't been able to respond to yet. I was going to respond to them tomorrow. Thank you for checking in on me, though. I know I've been gone for a while.
well, hopefully you'll heal up soon and back on your feet there.
I have to be ready for the next meetup so that we actually can have that sparring match.
Were you gonna have another meetup in the spring?
I'm hoping to. We should find out. I think the first week in January is when we get to find out when we're able to take leave next. They're not letting anyone have any leave off right now. So
Oh,
in January, we'll be able to figure out exactly when we can take leave and then start throwing everything together.
Are you going to do one in the fall too?
I want to. I want to continue to do the October one up in Virginia and do a spring one down here in South Carolina. I'm I'm not. Next time though, it's only going to be the doggies coming with us. I'm not doing all the animals again. That was too much.
Yeah, no, that's that would be a lot.
It's pretty
DevilDawg,
It was
email that to me so that I remember that, and I'll do my best to avoid any days that people definitely can't make it.
Yeah.
no, that was good. I had a good time with that. That was really fun. So, like I said, there was a small group of us, but it was pretty cool.
But you know what? You have a small group. Sometimes that's even more fun because
Mhm.
you get more time to interact. If you have a big hoorah, it's kind of hard to,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, I think it was the right people too. Like,
Mhm.
you were saying on one of your streams, like if somebody did something, you didn't have to tell them to do it. They just, all right, it's gonna rain tomorrow. We need wood. Everybody started hopping in and grabbing
Mhm.
some stuff or putting up the top or this or that. And the classes were cool. I really got a lot out of the classes, so thank you.
Yeah.
They were great. That's why I go to these events. I mean, like I said, I don't know everything, so I'm kind of, if I can catch a few things from people, that's part of why I go there.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
Well, it was cool too because it seemed like each one of us that came had different skills that other ones weren't familiar with. So we were able to really teach each other, which was really what it was all about. I think it was just great. And you're right, it was a great group of people that really we worked very well together.
yeah, and like I said, I'm looking forward to the next one. I like the one in Virginia. It's far, but it's just around the cusp there of me getting there.
Mhm.
Trying to think what time I left early too that day. It was just a long trip, but it was worth it. It was nice. It was great
Yeah.
meeting Marco. Marco's great. He's awesome.
And
Virginia
Sitrep.
Bushcrafter's a great guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You think so?
he's another
No, he is.
creator. I love catching his videos, but my schedule, we're all in the same boat. It's like some days I will see everyone at Prepper Now's lives, and then something will shift, and I'll see my mother Spark and Jason and Mike, and I catch different people at different times, and sometimes I
Yeah,
won't see someone for weeks.
yeah.
Well,
You
my
kill me.
days
Like,
off my
go
days
ahead,
off
Chris.
have changed now, so I can't do Saturday, Sunday streams anymore.
Oh, really?
Mhm. I wouldn't even be home today if it weren't for being out. For being sick, I wouldn't be home today. But my new days off are Mondays and Tuesdays, and I don't want to step on anyone else's stream, so I'm trying to figure out what is a good time to stream because I don't want to step on anyone else's. I don't want to run over anyone
Yeah.
else's.
And actually, this is completely off my schedule, so I'm probably on someone's head right now and haven't realized it. So, but I'm not sure who because I'm usually asleep by now. I'm on vacation tomorrow, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go say hi to people.
I think Mondays are usually pretty good. I mean, you come on in the afternoons, right, Pete? Around like 6 or so.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
so usually I'm Monday, Thursdays. I'll have the newscast, and then I'll do either technical or live stream on a Thursday. And then Tuesdays, I usually do an earlier talk show, and I was doing Monday mornings, those quick live streams while I was driving
Mhm.
around. But it yeah,
Yeah,
Lucky's got a good
that was the
point.
one that was killing me because like I wake up and I'm like, I missed it because you're like all over the place. You're like 8, 9, 10, 11.
Thank you. Yeah, well, and also my schedule gets screwed up. So like some mornings, I'll get up and like I'm brushing my teeth or I'm in the gym and the phone rings and they're like, "Hey, we need you here." And there goes my like 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 in the morning commuting live stream. It went down the toilet. And then I'm in the middle of nowhere 5 hours later, and I'm like, I'm gonna do a live stream in the middle of the abyss here. And look at the cactus, people, and I'm out there
Mhm.
in the middle of nowhere. So
But
I thought that
sometimes
was
those are
pretty
the
cool
best
though.
streams.
what's that?
I said sometimes those are the best streams.
Yeah, they're fun. I did one early in my channel, I was sitting in my pickup truck in front of a pump jack, like this, the big thing's going wah, wah behind me, and I'm sitting there doing a live stream on a phone because my computer wouldn't boot up right. But it keeps it exciting though, for sure. But well, MMS, if you're gonna change your schedule, post it in your community and tag me, and I'll share it once you get a handle on what it looks like.
I will. I'm gonna try to get myself back in order physically first, and then I'll start streaming again. I think until I'm up to par, I'll probably do some pre-records. Because then I don't have to focus as much on not missing people coming in, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
you get more of a chance to.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do that. Like, I can't see anymore. So either I gotta kind of concentrate on looking at what I'm looking at, or like right now talking to you guys. So it's amazing how you can kind of do those two things at once.
Yeah,
I lack often. I'm bad at it.
well, in my backyard, I don't have multiple screens clearly, but like in my office, I have 3 screens, and I'll actually watch the chat on YouTube while I'm live streaming, and then I'll have my article here. So if you ever see me doing a really technical video and I'm doing this with my eyes, it's because I'm
Mhm.
looking at 3 screens. You get exhausted though. You do that for an hour and a half, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I'll be
Oh,
passed
hi,
out in
kitty,
my
kitty.
chair. Oh, there he is. This is Boudreaux, the eternal cat. He's not
Is that the
supposed to
stray
be
you
in the.
took in?
Yep, he's an old man. He's like 13. I tried to bring him in and he tears up the house. He doesn't like it. It's not what he knows. So when I found him, he was about the size of his own head. He must have been like that big. A dog was trying to eat him or something.
His tail is in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I know. He's all rolled up. He's an ornery old man. He'll come and complain to me later. He wakes me up sometimes. I'm trying to like get the dogs out for coffee and I'm tripping on this guy. But well, Chris, it's good to see you. I hope you guys recover um, and feel better.
Yeah, if you do green screen, I'll fill you in the behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, for sure. And brother, I finally got you on a live for once.
Right.
It's nice. With my schedule, it's tough too. Like I said, even the weekends, like I said, I'm running around. Like yesterday, there was they were giving a go bag class, so we were out there in Jersey, giving our presentation. So it's tough, You're trying to fit in everything you can.
Yeah, but definitely what I might do, like I said, I might start doing this a little more since everyone's so freaking busy. Is just I might throw links at you guys before I go on. If you can make it, great. If you're working, no biggie. I'm not gonna get offended. We meet up when we can. It's the best we can do.
No, well, I appreciate you having me on here. It's really nice of you. And like I said, I didn't see a message, so when you said something to me before, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, all right,
Let me go
no
check my
problem.
phone.
I didn't see mine right away either.
No, it's all good. I wasn't even sure anybody'd be on the chat. I figured there'd be like 3 people. But
No, Sunday nights are good. Everybody's home usually, and they're
kind of
they've
messing around.
done, yeah. So it's a good night.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've had enough travel, so I got some vacation. I come on duty for 2 days basically to do my expense reports and paperwork, and I didn't take any vacation this year. So like I basically run out a year to take vacation. But I
Mm.
can't completely disappear for a month because that's not good either. So I'm like taking these really long weekends all the way through the holidays.
No, I take
Nice.
everything they give me. Our time's valuable, you know what I mean? Like I said, work will always be there, but
Hmm.
you know, think about it. We work half our lives away, so it's like
Yeah,
it's nice to
true.
be home or doing what we want to do.
Even
Like
if it's just odds and ends.
my hours are 12-hour work days at least minimum. So, like I said, any chance I get, I had a conversation with my boss. He walked up to me with his phone. He showed me the calendar. He goes, "See that right there? Monday through Friday, we work because I keep on taking off Fridays. So I just like, hey, you give me the days, I'm
If
going
you
to take
have the
them.
time, take it.
Yeah.
If you got them, bail.
Mm-hmm.
We can't roll our days either. So some companies let you roll like a couple of weeks. I can't. So if I don't take it,
Get
I
use or
lose it.
lose.
Same here.
So,
I mean, they do pay you for them, but you get taxed for them a little bit on a different bracket and stuff. So it's like,
Mhm.
I might as well just take them,
no,
So
I
that's
Yep.
how I
hear you.
feel. But I'll let you guys go. Thank you for dealing with
Be
me
good.
coming in and out.
No,
I
no
hope you
worries,
feel
man.
better, Chris.
Thank
You
you.
look like you're a little bit down. So we'll talk, guys. All right,
All
man.
right.
Have a good
Y'all
night.
be good. We'll keep in
Good night.
touch.
Be
Bye,
good.
everybody. Y'all be
Bye.
safe. And